It seems that Bob Bitchin has interacted with a lot of famous people in his life. Just one of them is Evel Knievel. This is the last in our series of talks with Captain Bob Bitchin. We've had a variety of responses. It seems that either you know Bob and you get him, or you don't and you don't. But for those of you who know and love Bob Bitchin, this one's for you.
How not to sail. Screwing up is part of cruising. Let me show you how. Yar.
Met him one night on the Sunset Strip. I was riding my bike, and he was driving his Maserati convertible, and we drug. I didn't know who he was. He didn't know me from Adam. But we stopped at a stoplight, and I looked over at him, and here's this guy wearing a fur coat, and I'm thinking, well, this guy's. And but the car was hot, and I had just finished working on the engine on my bike, and so I went off the line with him, and he kicked my butt, and we got. Next time, and he says, "I'm going to dinner down here at Cerno's. Why don't you pull in and we'll look at your bike?" So I was thinking this might be a come on line, but you know, so I pulled in, and that's how I met Knievel. And that night we were drinking together, and we were drinking together until about 4 a.m. Unfortunately, the bars closed at 2 a.m. This meant that when the police came to the door, they were going to arrest somebody. They arrested the owner of the bar. Knievel, this first night I knew him, he handed me a wad of bills, and he said, "Would you go bail him out?" And I said, "Sure." So I went to bail him out. I was arrested when I got to the jail. They said I was interfering with a peace officer. And so I spent the night in the jail, or the rest of the morning, actually, in the jail, with Filthy McNasty, which is the owner of the bar, Filthy McNasty's. It was right across the street from the Whiskey Go-Go. And but then the funny thing is, the next night I went back to give Knievel his change, and we're back at Filthy's, and I was interviewed by the guy that was writing a story about Knievel for the Rolling Stone magazine. And this was the issue that had the group that sang "Get Your Picture on the Cover of Rolling Stone" when they were on the cover. And the opening line to the story about Evel Knievel was, "Bob Bitchin was," and that's how the whole story started. And it's the first time I saw my name in print. I loved it. Ego, yeah. Yeah, my head wasn't this big all the time. It's grown.
How not to sail. Screwing up is part of cruising. Let me show you how.